Hey everyone, Hunter with Injected Motorsports. We are working on a 2015 Ford F250 Powerstroke. We already did the driver's side. I thought I'd show you a couple of things here. We're doing, of course, you had some some noises coming from the front end. As you can see, the other side had a worn out rotor, heat spots, had a squeal, which turned out to be some of the brakes, and a hub. Wheel assembly bearings. This one's the same, as you can see. No pad left really, just metal on metal. Also the hub was a little loose, but yeah, as you can see, that's a no-brainer. We'll put some obviously new rotors on, probably use the Napa silent guard Hawk pads, the Hawk LTS pads. They do really well on these trucks. We don't use the what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. The Z whatever, the power stops. They don't last very long, especially with towing. As you can see here, when you get the you know there's something up when you have that much brake dust and you bump it and it's just solid. Yeah, just that nasty metallic dust. So anyways, I'm going to show you all, just like I said, not really a step-by-step, just an overview, a couple of things. These are not hard. It just takes a little bit of patience. Yeah, you'll just undo your caliper bracket bolts there. I think they're 17 or 18. Then your whole bracket assembly there is a 21. Take all that off. Pop your rotor off. I already did the T-27 Torx. You just get like a little screwdriver, a little something to pry off in there and take it out. Get your snap ring out of there. And then, like I said, pull the rotor off. Then you'll go to the back. 21 millimeter bolts or nuts on the back. There's 4 of them. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. Back here, I can see back in there. You can either, put something against a hammer that hub assembly out, or air hammer, air chisel, something. Enough to get the gap, and I'll show y'all here in a minute when we get to that point. There's enough to get the gap, then you can start prying it loose. I hit it with a hammer sometimes since you're not reusing it. Don't forget to unhook your ABS wire. Like I said, there's 8 millimeter bolts here, and here. Unsnap it, unplug it here, and your new one will come with it. Comes with new O-ring. I put new bolts in. The 4 studs, pretty much everything else. So like I said, this is just an overview video. It's not a step-by-step. I'm just trying to explain some stuff to help maybe somebody when they come do these jobs. So not terribly hard, just a little time consuming. Just always pay attention to detail. So we'll get started. All right, here we are. Got the snap ring out. I would get a decent set of snap ring pliers if you don't have them, especially if you do these jobs a bunch. These aren't too bad. These are Icons from Harbor Freight. Actually, they're not, for what they are, they're really not bad. They have the longer, you can see the longer teeth on them. They really get in there to get that snap ring. Like I said, it's in there. It's gonna be a pain. And I would hold the pliers like people have said. Yeah, hold them outside or 2 hands. Don't put thumbs or anything right here, or you will smash your fingers and it doesn't feel good. Anyways, obviously self-explanatory. Squeeze it, pull it out, and then obviously the new one you'll get a different style, or I'm sorry, same one. Then you'll get it like this, stick it on there. You'll see a thread way in there. Make sure it's in the groove. If you have to get this axle right here, if it backs up on you this way, get like a little bar or something, and then get right here and then press it out just a touch, kind of bump it. That will get you your groove back in there. I don't know if you can see. there's a groove right there, and you can see where against the gold metal on the black, you can see the little groove that goes into. If you don't see that, then obviously you need to move that axle out just a touch when you put the new bearing on. Anyways, yeah, this one was on there. I had to use my, if that one doesn't get it without stripping it, I like to use the big extendable Easy Red. I don't know, I've always had good luck with them. 3/4 inch Easy Red, something just kind of save you some time to break them loose. And then, anyways, yeah, I'll go ahead and take the 3 bolts off of that here, undo the clips, and then sensor right there, unclip it, push the red lock up, and then unplug it. Like I said, I've already got those loose on the back side here. I'm going to go do the other side. I'm going to turn the wheel, get the other side out, and we'll start on that. All right, here on the bench, we've got the new wheel bearing from Timken. It's actually a Napa, but it's rebranded Timken. It's their Fleet series, which that's what it is. You put a little dab of red Loctite, and that's when you'll thread these in right here by hand first, so they're all the way snug here. Then you get your, it's an old other way to do it, you get your old nuts from the other one, tighten that down snug. Get your new one here, snug. Trying to hold it at the same time, I hope it doesn't move too much. Get it snug down. Then you'll take your 3/16 wrench. And I can't do this while I'm filming, I don't know where to put it, but get your 13/16 wrench on there. I'll just hold this steady, and then you'll turn it until it gets really seated and tight in there. Then let it go, back it off, back that top nut off with your impact. Then take this one here, take that nut loose, and repeat for the other 3. And then here's your new snap ring. Anyways, that's how you do that. So that's your studs for the back side that goes in. Then after that, I'll show you. We actually we do dielectric grease right here around the O-rings. It doesn't break down the rubber as bad as some greases can. Some assembly goo might be okay, but that dielectric grease works really well on this side of it. And then you can put a little other grease on the inside the knuckle housing itself. Anyways, that's how that's done. I'll repeat, and then we'll go back to the truck. Just want to show you that little trick. Like I said, it's been around forever. There's probably some other ways and tools to do it, but that's just the quickest way to do it, I know. All right, guys, final video here real quick. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking. It's all pretty simple stuff. Anyways, clean everything up. Got the bearing on. Like I said, you come back here, you see that little bit of a gap there. You can kind of push it through. Gets the snap ring inside of there. New snap ring, everything. This one comes with the new ABS line. Of course, routes just like factory. Ties in. Find a spot for it, unless there's not one for that little clip right here. I just zip tie them up if you can, or whatever to get it from not hanging down. Whatever you want to do. Anyways, check the plungers on the calipers. We just use like a big, right here, a big C-clamp. Compress them, make sure they go in and out nice. This one actually compressed a little bit better than the driver's side. But anyways, yeah, you could tell the caliper pins have not been greased, maybe, I don't know, a long time. They were really bad. Everything was really bad on this side. Like I said, the brake pads, I think we showed y'all. It's metal on metal, screeching. The wheel bearing there. Actually, you can see where the stud was actually coming out. That's just an IJFN, or Injected, something like that, some off-brand. They didn't even last probably 50-60,000 miles. The other side was way worse actually than this side was, but it started to feel a little loose. You could feel the grinding noise inside and everything like that. Anyways, that should, like I said, Napa Performer Silent Guard rotors have done pretty well for us. They're just a good all-around solid rotor. Anyways, make sure your pins, like I said, are greased up. We like this is some of the best stuff we've used. This Permatex is the orange lubricant. Really nice lubricant. Like I said, here's that dielectric grease for the rubber O-ring on the back side. It doesn't break down, like I was saying earlier. Anyways, get the caliper on, 21s, tighten them down. Pads are in. Like I said, the Hawk LTS pads. Gonna put the caliper back on, tighten it up, make sure everything's intact. Put your locking hub there back in. Like I said, it'll just slide back into here. There's only one way to really go. Line up the holes. T-27 Torx. And we'll probably bleed the brakes a little bit, make sure everything's good there too. Check the fluids. Always do that. And that should be it for this job. If you have any questions, like I said, this is all pretty standard stuff. We'll drop some links in the bottom for the Hawk pads. Gonna recommend upgrading the shocks. Obviously, you gotta love the good old Ranchos, and these are pretty shot. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all want to see more, just subscribe, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys.